Aloha Friday to all of you who will be on here in a few moments. It's a late notice live stream. Going to go check out the sunset at Hilton Hawaiian Village. We tried to do that a little bit last night on a YouTube stream, but got blanked because of the surf. The tide was too high. But let's see how it goes tonight. We're avoiding the beach access right now just because the only way to get there would be over that way, and the tide is too high to get past Monkey Pod. So we're going to take the duty-free shop. Definitely go in there for great discounts on brand items for sunglasses. I've actually bought 2 pair of sunglasses there for way too much money and lost them both within 10 days. One within 2 days, no, 3 days, and one within 10 days. But if you're going to buy more expensive eyewear, that's a place to go, or a place to go. How are you all doing tonight? Let's cut through this way. I was going to go that way because I wanted to show you what they call a dive bar that a couple of our members were talking about, called Arnold's down there. But we've actually looked at Arnold's a few times before already.
I belong to your group.
Do you? Yeah. How you doing?
Go to Hawaii?
Yes, sir. What's your name?
Dan.
Dan, what's going on, brother?
Nothing. Just vacation.
You look familiar to me.
No. Yeah.
Tom,
show me on this.
Oh, you want me to? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Who does he look like? Doesn't he look like Batman? What's going on, man?
Not much. I just moved here.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
What's your name, Tom? What?
Dan. Daniel P.I.
Daniel P.I. Oh, do you go on here as Daniel P.I.?
No, Dan Haran.
Dan Haran.
So Wahoo.
Oh, I think I remember your name. We're walking this way. We're trying to make up some time. Let's go. If you want to stay with us. I do know who you are. I mean, I do know the name. Let me show you guys. Dan Haran. Can I show you again?
Yeah.
Dan Haran. Check that guy out. Does he look like Magnum PI or what?
Daniel,
and here's
Price Investigator. Go to wahoo.com.
We're walking this way trying to make up some time. You want to go with us or what? Sure.
And what? Are you doing fireworks tonight?
I don't know. We're going to see. I actually did this as last minute, just because I'm on the back end of a 96-hour fast.
What?
Yeah, 4-day fast. I want to get to 100 hours, but I do the time. I do the 4 days. I was going to do it for 5 days, but I need to go to Spam Jam tomorrow, and I know I'm going to eat.
93 hours right now.
No, I have 97 hours now.
So then where are you eating first?
Oh, I don't know, maybe some musubi or something. I'm not really sure, but I need 2 more miles on my hike today. I just did a hike around Diamond Head Base, took my dog back, Lucille, took her back to the house, and now I just said, you know what, I'm going to go see the sunset anyway. Let's just do a last minute live stream. And we already have 30 people on here, 30 people.
Yeah, because I want a good place to watch it. I was going to do right above the police station, Hyatt.
That's not so good. What we're going to do is watch the sunset over by Rainbow Tower, but I could point out the absolute best place, 2 of the best places. One, you'll be right underneath the fireworks. They're literally going to be popping right there, right above you. Or if you're not as adventurous, you can go to on the other side of the Rainbow Tower. I'll show you. No. It's just on the other side of the lagoon, I should say, on the Rainbow Tower side. Over there. So we're going to go here, go down Waikiki Shore, and then take a right and walk all the way to Hilton Hawaiian Village.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you're welcome to join. Don't feel like you have to, but come with us, huh?
The best way to catch up with you is through the group?
Yeah, just send a message to the group, and then let's.
Moderator.
Yeah, well, Terry will be the moderator, but then let's try and hook up and do something if you want.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, brother.
Good.
See ya.
Thanks.
Dan Haran, right there. All right, I'll show you your card again. How about that? So today, that's happened to me now twice today. No, that's the third time today. The two times were I was doing the first produced video in a long time. I tried to do it and I just could not get it going today. And over there by Barefoot Beach Cafe, it was like I had $100 bill on my back. Had to, oh, hey, Tony, how you doing? I said, oh, I'm just trying to do an opening here. Oh, okay, we'll let you do it. Hey, we watch all your videos, which I love. I love that interaction. Don't think I don't. But I was really trying to do a cold open, or I'm sorry, a hot open for the video. And I'm thinking to myself, this is why I don't like doing produced videos, because the live spontaneity is what sells it. And they talked and asked questions and asked for tips, which I was happy to give. And I said, you know what, I'm just going to move down the road a little bit. So I went into Capulani Park, no one else around. 40 feet away, about 2 minutes after getting started, hey, Tony, we're watching you right now. I'm like, they're watching the, not live because I wasn't live, they were watching produced videos or delayed live. So anyway, all right, guys, so I don't know if you heard on when this guy, Dan Haran, he's been on the stream a number of times. He's actually mentioned a couple things that they just kind of stand out to me for some reason. I can't recall really what it is. But I'm on the back end of a 100-hour fast. I meant to do just 96 hours, but then I started to do the hike. I did the hike around Diamond Head just now, and I need 2 more miles in my day. And I thought, you know what? So I dropped Lucille off at home. That lazy bum, she's sleeping and eating right now. So I said, you know, I'm just going to walk down, and 2 miles or so would be go past Rainbow Tower and then back. So that's what I'm going to do. I thought, you know what, just live stream it. Just the last minute live streams are some of the best. So if I sound a little punchy or a little bit, not drunk, but just a little bit kind of buzzy, you are not mistaken. If you remember the stream with Jennifer Tucker, that was on Tuesday. I ate Monday night, so since then, only coffee and water and supplements. Hello, Lance. No, I don't mind taking, you know, talking with them and things like that, because guys, I'm telling you, I know it sounds probably actually, I'm not even going to say it. Hello, Michelle, aloha, and Steve. Michelle again. Debbie. I may go 5 days. I may go to 5 tomorrow night. I don't know. Wow, look at that ship out there. What is that? That's not the cruise ship, and it's not Saturday night, so it's not, I wonder what cruise ship that is. Look at that ship out there, wow. Here's Steak Shack. Great place to go right before the fireworks. They say they close at 7:30, but they don't, because I know several people went last week. Hello, Gina. It is a pretty walk. And Cindy, this is where we were going to go. You see it's raining over there. It was raining about 30 minutes ago. Yeah, I just want to do this last minute for you guys. Let's get down here because I want to show you just a different place than where we normally go for sunset. They'll have it blocked off a little bit because of the fireworks. I think we're going to get there before they have it blocked off. I believe so, because they know people go down there for the fireworks. May 7th, can't get here soon enough. That's awesome. Boy, but look at that. That doesn't look like, oh, you know what? I don't think that is a cruise ship. If it is, it's one of the ugliest cruise ships I've ever seen. I'm not out of my sorts, but One of the things that does happen when you fast, especially when you get past the 72-hour phase, is that depending on the person, their diet, the dopamine can really accelerate, or it can degrade, or just stop. And then after you get going for so long, there's diminishing returns. So fasting now, it starts doing what a lot of people think fasting does from the very beginning, which is eating away at muscles and all that, which it doesn't. Or it doesn't for me. I shouldn't say that about everybody. It doesn't for me. But walking around, your eyes feel like you've just finished crying. You know, they're really, really clear, super clear. My eyes are. Eyesight seems to be, from my perception, 20% better. My hearing is better. And I go through that every time I do it. Hello, Susan. Hello, Lance. Is it the Celebrity Solstice? Man, that's an ugly ship. Hello, Noel and Andrea. That is one ugly ship. But there's Star of Honolulu, one of our favorites. If you guys haven't entered in every single day, you're falling asleep. Just enter on one of the posts with the tag of @Star of Honolulu. Tag it properly. Anyone can win. Ask Annette Moody. And everyone can win 2 or 3 times. Again, ask Annette Moody. Hello, Noel. Yeah, you start feeling like a little punchy, but instead of punchy and it being low, lethargic, it's the opposite. Like, you know, my energy level right now, because I'm pulling off of, that was 3 days ago though that I was pulling off of food, you know. Fasting like this will just dumps your liver of toxins, and it really bumps up your natural growth hormones. Your glycogen, your glycine. It's a whole thing, Lance. It's a whole thing. No, it's not a dinner cruise. The dinner cruise is right there. That's the dinner cruise. That's the big ugly cruise ship that Lance was talking about. And there are the Sunset Cruise catamarans. Oh, that's cool, Lance. Cruise app. This is the pool at the Hale Koa. It's actually the biggest water slide. Kids lose their minds on this thing here. And I believe they are having their luau on the back over here. Maybe we'll see it. How's the video and audio for you guys? Hello, Jody. I love almost everybody from Sydney, Australia, so thank you for joining. You're coming on May 11th? Well, it's going to look like this when you get here. Hey, Lance, you want to hear something funny just between you and I? Good. Well, it's going to be a little bit blasted right there, just because it's a hot sun, and I have the aperture a little open, but it makes for a better sunset once the sun starts going down a little bit. So people have been messaging Terry asking me to stop being mean to you. Said, you're so mean to that one guy, Lance from Australia. You're so rude to that guy. I mean, I get your humor, but you really shouldn't be that mean, because you don't know how he's taking it. They said, you should be a little bit more respectful and not so mean. I said, I haven't been mean yet, but I will. I said, that's my way of showing respect to someone. And Lance, number one, is Australian. Number two, would tell me. Yeah, they said, you're so mean to him. I don't know why he watches. You're so rude. You can only take it so far. And I said, listen, this is me telling Terry, because Terry's the one who responds. I said, if Lance complained one time, if I thought one thing he was being mistreated, I would stop doing it. But I think it's fun. It actually builds a relationship. I mean, look at all the wonderful little tiny, very many relationships we've built in this community in just like the last 6 months. You know, I feel I know some of you a little bit. And, you know, some of you I talk to just every other stream, maybe once every 3 streams. And then there's some I talk to every stream. But I think I know your personalities a little bit. It makes me want to, you know, actually meet you when you come. There's Tropics. Best poke nachos on the island. And their chips are those like pork rinds. But the white pork rinds, not the porky pork rinds, the white pork rinds. And oh my goodness, are they good. I know. It's just funny that people, and I understand. I mean, if some people are, it may make some people uncomfortable in the streams. You know, they may not get it. They may think it's bad, or I get it. Is Janet here? Janet, is that what you're looking for right there? That's it, isn't it? How much is that? Mm-hmm. Yeah. 80? All right, thank you very much. You guys are here every week, right? Summit. All right, thank you. Mahalo for you. Oh, doggone it, I think they're, hopefully Janet's on there. Janet will re-watch this. We're hunting down the world's most perfect fish hook. That was 80 bucks. Look at this. If you ever see that guy doing word carvings, make sure you buy from him if you can, if his prices are the same as others. Simply because I've asked that guy, I told him, I said, you need to join Going to Hawaii group. I said, I'll buy some of your stuff and I'll put it on, you know, give some of the things away, you know. Still hasn't done it after about 5 months, 6 months. And I talk to him each time. I go, dude, you're killing me with the, he goes, oh, I've joined. I just haven't had time to, you know, post anything, put anything together. I came by here on a hike today when I went back that way towards Diamond Head. And the vibe on Friday nights, Friday afternoons in particular, at Hilton Hawaiian Village it's tenable. Yes, it is. They lied to us and said it was a remodel. It's not. Yes, those ladies that are actually back there on the those 3 tables, they're local ladies. I love that lady. She actually, I don't think she recognized who I was. So there you go, Lance. It didn't help me out at all, did it? But we've spoken a number of times. She's the one who told me, those ladies are the ones who told me it's shave ice or shaved ice. Because I asked them, I said, hey, you guys live here, don't you? They said yes, and I said, is it shaved ice or shave ice? They said it's either. Locals told me that. Locals told me that. So you Hallies who are jumping on me about calling it shaved ice when it just slips out of my mouth, back off. They are there every Friday, and they're wonderful, beautiful ladies. That's the luau for Hilton Hawaiian Village. Obvious, Elikai, Cinnamon's closed. Modern Hotel, it's now a Hilton Grand Vacation. What's the steakhouse? Steakhouse is closed for about 6 weeks. Oh my God, someone help me out with that steakhouse. But it's in the Modern. That's the Grand Vacations new hotel, and that's the Prince. Prince has a really good buffet. They not just started, but they have a special on it. I think it's normally, don't hold me to this, but just check it out. It's up at the Sails like a boat sail restaurant. I think it's $80 or $89 a person. I think it went down to like $59, something like that. But just check it out. But it's a wonderful, beautiful buffet. I know, Lance. I let it slip sometimes, but then I do it on purpose other times. I do it on purpose in front of Shasta. See this? This is the location. If you've ever been with us during the fireworks at night, this is the location we come to. It looks a lot different during the day. They have great food there. The teriyaki short ribs, shut up. That guy's really good. He's really good. So if you stand right here, just so you guys kind of see where I am. See, here's the walkway. You just saw kind of where we went. Go along the lagoon. They're going to shut that walkway down pretty soon for the fireworks, but you're able to come through at least by 6:45. Right here is a great place to watch the fireworks because they go off right there, right above you. But we're not here for fireworks. You're here for the sunset. Let's get over here. Look at that kid. Kids don't care. Look at this. These people having a plate lunch right over here. This is what Hawaii's about, man. I mean, it is part of going to the nice big restaurants and things like that, but it's also about coming here and doing the plate lunches and just walking over and sitting here on the rocks. I think that's fantastic. I think it's beautiful to do that. Here's some of the later sunset cruise boats that are coming out from the marina right here. So I like this. I kind of like this because it has the rocks in front of it, but if you want to go over there on that side where there's nothing really obstructing except for the other rocks way over there, we can do that. Just let me know. Oh, is that right, Cole? Thanks. I know, having a plate lunch right here with some pork ribs or some koala pork. I mean, look at this right here. Look at that little secluded beach. You can sit right there for free and take you a plate lunch, sit right there, have some fresh pineapple. Yeah, you can't. It's all blocked from the Ilikai. Do you guys want to stay here or do you want to go over there on the other side of those rocks? It's just a short walk. That beach is always just nice. Other side, okay, let's go. Let you see the waves as they're crashing up here. Here's some nice local fellas. Let's not mess up their party. I mean, look at this right here, huh? This almost looks like Paradise Cove. If you've ever been to Paradise Cove on the south side of the compound there. I'll tell you what else I kind of enjoy about this is the kind of family type atmosphere, because it's almost like the locals give the heart of Waikiki Beach to the tourists. But right on the other side, Queen Kapiolani Beach, other side of Kahia over there, and over here on this side of Waikiki Beach, you see many more families coming, and they get off work on Friday, they come over with their plate lunches, they put their barbecues in the back of their trucks or use one of the facilities here, and they just have a great time. You see a whole family sitting on the back of a truck or back of a car, or maybe 2 or 3 families. I really enjoy seeing that. So this just gives you a different perspective, different view of the sunset. Not one is better than the other. Actually, Magic Island is the best, I think. But this at least gives you a different perspective that you guys can look at. I'm looking for fish in here, but there aren't any. Hello, Cassie Vegas. This would be a good place to watch the fireworks, because man, look at that. You have the Rainbow Tower and you'd have the fireworks right there. This would be a great place to watch them. It's too long to wait though, but the waves that crash right here on the other side of this reef, right here, this rock break, are actually a little heavier than the waves over there, just because of the wake and the wave break. But it's really pretty here. That's Magic Island right there that we've been through a number of times. Yeah, not the big fish like I was looking for. I'm looking for like those angels or those kind of bigger turquoise colored fish. No drinks, Sandy. Fasting young lady. Weather's so nice. I don't even know what the temperature is, but it's super nice. You can have a drink, Sandy. You have a drink. Tell me what it's like. I almost forgot. Almost forgot what food tastes like. I'm just teasing. Tomorrow night, Spirit of the Sea comes into, no, I'm sorry, tomorrow morning at 7:30, it comes in right through there. And it departs tomorrow night at 7:30, and they do it right on the dot. I know I mentioned that a lot, but it's amazing how on the ball they are.
It's getting away right now. I know. You want me to take one of you? No, that's okay. My wife didn't want to wake up to come. Oh.
There you go, Lance. You can, one of a really cool shot is you see the end of this row of rocks. You can walk all the way around to those rocks, or on those rocks from over here, right back behind me. And it gets you a really unique perspective of the hotels back behind me and Waikiki behind me. Just because you don't see it. You don't see that perspective very much. Yeah, it does get humid June, July, August. September should be a little less.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Jennifer Tucker is not on that plane. She's on one later tonight, but she'll be on a plane just like that, leaving on a Friday night from Oahu. What in the world are you thinking? I feel sorry for her because I know she's going to be hating it. Kind of an uneventful sunset, huh? When the clouds are so close to the horizon there, it makes it a little bit lackluster.
yeah. I would like. I've been to Monterey before years ago, but I would like to go back. But I remember it being gloomy, right? Like very gloomy. Yeah.
But you can see the purple that it's casting onto the kind of a pinkish on those clouds.
Is it more north from Monterey or what?
Yes, Cheryl, you're here now, right? Your husband was doing the cool Mai Tai challenge Terry was telling me about. Hello, Tom. Did you hear that, Lance? Some of your countrymen just walked past.
Yeah.
Here comes some good waves. Maybe they'll do a little crashing on the rocks there for you.
Thank you.
Sometimes you'll see cats that will walk this entire place, this entire walkway, all the way around here. That's where you walk to get to that place I was just telling you about. It's right here. Get on those rocks and walk all the way around here. And you take a photo from there, pointing back this way. It's really cool. Aloha, Laura, and Stephanie, Cheryl again, Miss Cassie Vegas. Yep, they're for real, aren't they, Cassie Vegas? Cassie, have I spoken to you since I spoke to those ladies from Louisiana? Did I tell you about that? Or did you watch the live stream back?
From the, it's called the Harbor Pub. We haven't tried it yet, but it does smell good.
It smells amazing.
Yeah, it's like a little pub over there.
Thank you. Is it in a building or?
Yeah, that building right there.
It's,
Yes.
it's right there. It's right next to Modern.
Oh, okay.
The chart house.
Yeah, the chart house is closed still, right? For another.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but that's a place. Yeah, the pub is right next to it. The chart house is next to it too. It's just busy right in here. Cassie Vegas, thanks for saying that. Make sure you guys like and share. You know how much I hate asking for that, but I need to as a reminder. So Cassie Vegas, did you hear? Did I tell you about the ladies the couples, two couples I met from Louisiana? Oh, I didn't tell you about that, Cassie Vegas. Wait, one more time. I've got to show you this. See that plane? If you're really quiet, you can hear them crying. So sad. So so Cassie Vegas, there were two couples, and I was standing over by Royal Hawaiian Center. This lady was, oh my, crawfish, and I said, and she said something, and I said, are you from Louisiana? She goes, yes sir, I am. I said, you are? I said, I have a new friend from a place in Louisiana, and I could not think of the name. I said, it's Cap Cut or Cut Dry. Cut. She goes, cut off? You talking about cut off? I said, yeah, that's it. That's it. What's her name? And I said, her name is, she only goes by Cassie Vegas, but her name is world famous Cassie Vegas. And I said, she was just in Hawaii, and then she came here on Oahu, then she went to Big Island, and now she's got the bug. And they're like, oh my goodness. And I tricked her, Cassie Vegas. Cut off Louisiana? I know it hit me right when she said it. She was cut off? I said, yeah, that's it. I knew it when I heard it. And she had the thickest accent. It was so cool. I was laughing try not to laugh, but it was because they thought it was funny too, because they all sounded the same. They thought I had an accent or something, but I tricked her. I said, have you been to they were staying over here at Hilton Hawaiian Village. I said, the
Coming in hot.
I said, that place over there, they have that water. Did you go over there swimming in the water over there? And I said, what's the name of it? What's the name of that? It's like a big, it's like a pond, She goes, there ain't no fish pond. I said, there's fish in it. She goes, you mean the lagoon? Oh my goodness. You all spell it the same way. That was so charming. We talked all about it. She goes, the lagoon? I said, man, that makes my heart happy to hear you say that. The lagoon. I think these boats on the water here are really pretty, especially this time of day. Right down there is the yacht club, and that place is jumping every Thursday, Friday, Saturday night. And I want to get in there, but you can't go in unless you're a member. But I'm going to get past that one time, and we'll live stream that. Can you guys hear the luau for Hilton Hawaiian Village? Oh, it was hilarious. I mean, we talked for probably 45 minutes. They were asking me all these things about where to go, what to do, and they were probably some of the most, what's the word to say, most inexperienced on how to work a phone. I said, go on to Facebook, go on to Hawaii and join that. You'll see, and she's on there all the time. They said, we really don't know how to do that Facebook. I said, well, do you have Facebook on your phone? I don't know. I said, well, you probably don't if you don't know. So I tried to work it for him, but that was not popular. And that ding dong just throws his cigarette out on the ground. But I told you I wasn't going to say anything to anybody anymore on streams. Right there in front of me. Oh my goodness. But guys, I think we found the better place to watch the fireworks from. I think over there off that deck is the best place to watch them. It's certainly one of them. That's the food truck we go to if you just joining us. They have live music right there on the other side. A Hawaiian fellow over there singing some Hawaiian music. And this place will start loading up. You can start seeing a lot of families coming in here. This is what I like about it. All these families joining. They're going to be cutting off that walkway here in just a little bit. Many of these are locals. I mean, you'd think they'd be all visitors, but it's not. Shasta had plans tonight. I'm not sure what they were. Yeah, Anita, I'm telling you, few things bother me. Not that particular action, but few things bother me like those types of things. Just taking advantage, being totally unaware, picking on someone who you know isn't going to say anything to you or do anything, like when a TSA agent is rude to a female when she's by herself or with kids or something like that. I can't let that pass. Can't do it. My girlfriends have said, don't say anything, don't get in trouble. I can't do it. Can't let it go. Lucille was with me all day till just a little bit ago. All right, guys, hang on one second. I'm going to do something here. It may be helpful for us or not. Let me go this way. Oh, excuse me. Well, I mean, what kind of a wonderful branding decision was that, huh? To make that hotel look like that. Just wonderful. How many movies and TV series has it been in? It's just a beautiful building, no matter how you shoot it or where you shoot it from. I had a nice day, Cassie. Finished a hike about an hour ago before we started streaming, and I need to try something real quick, guys. Hang on. Okay. All right, guys, so I don't think I'm going to last here for 45 more minutes for the fireworks and then to brave the crowd afterwards. Unless that's something you guys really want to watch. I'll hang around here, but I don't think I'll stream. I think I'll cut off and come back on if that's something you want. Andrew, haven't seen you in a while, sir. How's Alaska? To 15 or so. In Alaska. Yeah, let me check a couple more things here real quick. Let me just set this here. Snow's melting. Yeah. Same here. I know the feeling. It's storming over there by Manoa Falls. See it over there? Raining. And Waikiki is over here. The mountain's like right up here. You can't really see them. They're right on the other side. But you can see through there. See that? It's really raining pretty good. Man, I'd walk over and have a margarita if I could. It's not so cloudy as it is. Well, it is cloudy, but it's also raining as well. I'm on a fast, Cassie. I did a 96-hour fast that ended a couple of hours ago, so I want to get it to 100 hours. I've only done it's a 4-day fast. I've only done 5-day fast a few times. It gets just diminishing returns, frankly, but haven't eaten since Monday night at 7, but I've had coffee and water since then. But I just get a little punchy, and I can't drink anything except for water and coffee. So just have another hour, I think hour and a half to go. Again, every month, Cassie Vegas. I drink coffee and water, black coffee and water. Lots of it. Yep, that's right. Friday, family Friday night. Yeah, it's reparative more than anything else. It's not a weight loss thing. Weight loss is a byproduct of it. It's just something that happens. Yeah. I do a 3-day and a 4-day every month. I mean, there's been a few months I did just 2-3 days, but I work out when I do it. Like I hiked around Diamond Head. Lucille and I walked around the base of Diamond Head today, right before we came on here. So I really like hiking and working out fasted. Yeah, you could. There's nothing Superman about it, guys. You could do it. You could do it if you wanted to. Just don't start with a 3-day fast. Do a 6-day. I mean, 12, 18-hour fast, which everybody does anyway, and then do 2 days, and then eat. And it's really what you eat before and after that makes a big difference too. I don't know about that, Cassie Vegas. It's such a, it's like a, I know it sounds really stupid to say it, but you really feel like Spider-Man when you do it. When you get to a 4-day, your fingers feel like it's very tactile, you know? You feel, it's like you're feeling fabric and you're not. Like I feel fabric, real light terry cloth on my hand right now, and I don't have any in there. Your sight gets better, your hearing gets better, because what happens is when you fast, your body says, we're in repair mode. There's damage being done to our body. So your liver, your spleen, everything starts dumping bad, bacteria, cells, all the bad crap, blood, things in your blood that's not good. Starts dumping it out, and then your body starts saying, we need to go into repair mode, because there's a lot of things happening. It doesn't do it in sequential order. It does it all at once. It says we're going into repair mode, but when it goes into repair mode, it does several things really key. It really cranks up your natural protective systems, like your stem cell production, your natural stem cell production, your natural growth hormone production. So your hair grows better, your skin doesn't, repairs itself. Wrinkles go away, brown spots go away, your nails grow, your hair grows, your eyes get better, because it's just basically your natural body telling itself, we have to repair everything in the body because we're in desperation mode, because they don't know that you're in a cell somewhere as a hostage, or if you're you know, walking in Hawaii and just fasting. Your body doesn't know that. It just repairs itself. So that's really... Jennifer, you're going to be right there before too long.
Bro, you gotta reverse back.
I'm just killing time now, guys. I don't, just because I don't want to walk over there and get in the middle of all the people. So we'll just walk back here again. I think I want to watch it from here because that's going to be a new place that I've not shown you guys the fireworks from there. Do you want to know the other cool part about fasting is, I know, we've seen 2 planes leave already, Jennifer, is that I still take supplements, and I take an inordinate amount of supplements anyway, but I still take them. And you know, have you ever taken vitamins when you had like an empty stomach, or you hadn't eaten in like a few hours or something, and you get a little nauseous? Well, I take about 30 some odd vitamins, different capsules and stuff, but I take them over like a 2-hour period. But man, when you don't have anything in your system, they hit you like a ton of bricks like that. And that nauseous feeling is so strong. And I've gotten to a point, believe it or not, to where I like it. I start getting hot sweats. You think you're on a roller coaster, your stomach is upset. And you could just feel, you can almost feel, you can't, but you think you can feel the vitamin just going in your stomach. You know, if you do that for a few days, it's a little funky. Yeah, it's a lot. Berberine, metformin, resveratrol, turmeric, fish oil, a lot of fish oil, a lot of magnesium, zinc, apple seed, cinnamon, nicotinamide mononucleotide, or NMN. NMN is something I think everybody, I'm not giving advice, but that's something everybody should be taking. That, resveratrol, berberine. Just look up a guy named David Sinclair and look at his some of the things he talks about extending life and looking better and having energy. He has a lot of, it's just something to look at. You may be interested in it, maybe not. Yeah, no, I've done that before, Noel, though, in younger days. What'd you put on there, Lance? NMN? That David Sinclair knows what he's talking about. They do studies with mice, like 70-year-old mice, the equivalent of 70-year-old mice. They only live a few years, but the equivalent of 70-year-old mice, they give them resveratrol, berberine, a form of metformin, nicotinamide mononucleotide, and their hearing is better, their sight is better than, you know, mice that are supposed to be like 30 years of age. And again, it's not 30-year-old mice. It's like 6-month-old mice that are around 30 years. Oh, Lance, you're hurting my feelings. You did it in your older days, I know. Isn't that pretty how the light, the sun is still setting, but it's reflecting off the prints right there. So how many of you saw the really good and well-received interview we did with Jennifer? She was so nice. So nice to have taken that time and spent it with us, talk about her trip. Can you guys hang out here for another 30 minutes? We can walk along the marina and then come back if you want. Yeah, I think it was a really good. All those interviews are so good because, you know, we ask the same questions and it's very conversational, but you get a different, even if it's somewhat of a similar answer, and it's almost never. It's great to hear it from somebody else because you may identify with them because they sound more like you. They have some of your same interests. You may look at it differently. Right there, Jennifer. Sorry. Adios, amiga. If you ever do the this walk around, that's not a good time to do it. I mean, if you're really good at sure afoot, it's okay to do it. But man, when it gets dark, you do not want to be up there. Okay, we have like 30 minutes. We'll just walk down the marina here, just so we have a little bit of different view. But we're going to come back right here. This is where we're going to watch the fireworks. The fireworks are going to go off right there, and we'll see Rainbow Tower in the back. Okay. We're cheering for you, Jennifer. We're hoping something happens to your plane and it can't leave for a week. But really appreciate your time that you shared with us. Hopefully you're. So what did you do the last 2 days? If you don't mind, just tell us. What'd you do? Did you go to the Friday Night Harbor food market today? Did you watch your interview back? There were a lot of questions people had for you and a lot of good comments. And can you hear the luau over there in the background? Just having a good time. I think that's the parasailing boat, one of them. Yeah, it is. It's a neat shot, huh? I was telling you, some of you earlier, some of you are maybe new to the stream tonight, that the Sales has a nice buffet. Their buffet is super luxurious. They have crab legs. I mean, no joke, crab legs, shrimp. Really good food, and it's like $89 normally, and I think it's now $59 or $60, something like that. But just check it out. I mean, even for the $89 or 80 some dollars, it's worth it. It's really good. And then Chart House, which is right straight through here, they're closed down. I don't know exactly how much longer they're closed down, but they're closed down for some time. Actually, it's right. It's right there, where the string of, not this string of lights, that string of lights right there, that's the yacht club. Right on the other side, that kind of a looping right below there is the Chart House. They're doing a remodel, which I hope they don't remodel it too much because I love the decor in there. Oh, did she? That's nice of her. Sadly, she never does that for me, but that's okay. I'm glad she does it for you. I think she's upset, Jennifer, with me because you said so often that you liked me better than her. And I was really surprised by that myself, but I mean, you know what you like. I respect that. And for you to say it like that and so often that you prefer me to her, I was really touched by that. Thank you. Oh, nice. That was nice of her. And you gave her like a, see the exterior elevator? You gave her like a nice beach chair. Just in case some of you are, or maybe I don't even know if you're even putting this together or not, but that Friday night harbor, or Honolulu Harbor Friday night food market that Jennifer spoke about, and you actually saw me go to it about a month or 2 months ago. That's not this harbor, it's the next harbor. So there's this harbor marina, really. And then there's another marina on the other side. Then there's Magic Island, Ala Moana Beach Park. At the other end, that's where that harbor is. And that's where Jennifer was talking about. She went to that food market, or food truck market. It was beautiful, beautiful place. Great facilities, great music, beer garden, wine garden, and just enough food trucks. One of the cool things I like coming down here, not necessarily this harbor, but the other harbor is and Jennifer mentioned it, when you're walking along, it's a walkway just like this. The fishing boats come in and they're taking their catch off and they're cleaning them on these, not these, but their little stands along there. You'll see them cleaning Dorado and all kinds of, tuna, little marlin. I don't know if you recall, we saw that little marlin that guy had caught. Jennifer, you're taking Charlie's taxi? All right, well, enjoy. Great meeting you. We'll see you when you come back in about a year. Food trucks are like that, eating al fresco, but on steroids almost, I think, because it's like, they make it right there. They're talking to the people, the food's right there, you buy it, and you just walk over about 10 feet and you plop yourself down at a bench with a nice iced tea or what have you, and you enjoy your meal. There's just something special about that. And you could do it for $20, $25. Like that, you remember that lobster roll, that lobster crab roll? That was like, what was it, $17? And with French fries and a drink and everything, it was like $23 or so. And you can't beat the experience. It gets kind of lost on me sometimes, to be honest. I just kind of take it for granted, but then sometimes you'll just be having a meal and bang, it just hits you that you're eating out at a food truck. having some of the best food. You're welcome. And tell Brant, I said, hello, I saw that Terry did a misspelling of his name. But tell Brant I said it was nice meeting him as well. I think she's going to do the same, Cassie Vegas. It's kind of a neat shot, huh? Look at this. Let's do that. Better than meeting Shasta, huh, Jennifer? Is that what he's really trying to say?
I'm not driving. I'm just gonna change there.
I'm used to that, Jennifer. I mean, Cassie said the same thing. She said, boy, we really liked meeting you guys. You know, you, Shasta, and you, Tony, but Tony, I really liked meeting you more than Shasta. I was shocked, frankly, but it was a pleasant surprise, really. Do you have a connecting flight, or do you fly right into Canada, Jennifer? See these guys right here on the left? I'll show you in just a minute when they're not looking. They're two white guys, and I say that with all due respect, but they're two white guys smoking weed. And they're standing on those rocks, and see how dark it is right there? That's them right there. Watch, I'll show you. I don't mind showing them because I'm not showing them on. You can't tell there. See them right there? Those two guys. Oh, and they're drinking too. Oh, good. They're going to, well, at least we'll be able to see it. They're going to crash out on that, on those rocks if they're not careful. It just kind of ratchets it up a notch or two, huh? Wow, it's going to be a long night for you. Sorry, Jennifer. Yeah, they're going to end up in the hospital or busted up. I'll bet you, I would be shocked if they don't trip and fall. I wish they'd kill those two lights because they put a glare on the rainbow tower. Yeah, those fireworks are going to be right there. I think sometimes the fireworks are better when it's a little bit cloudy because you get a little bit of reflective, you know, the flash, the reflectiveness, I think. Boy, just look at all those boats out there. I'll spin around here very slowly. Some right along there. I don't know if you guys can see this. Are you guys watching on mobile, or are you guys watch on desktop or tablet? Would you put in the comments what you watch on? That'd be great to know. I've asked that a few times and I've always been surprised. You watch on mobile, desktop, or tablet? Phone? I think a majority is on the phone. Oh, do you? Cool, Lance. So tell her to stay tuned. About 15 minutes away. What's her name, Lance? If you don't mind, I mean just her first name. Right there, Jennifer. This dude's got his drone. Can you see it right there? The blinking lights. Hello, Emily. Aloha from Waikiki, Honolulu, Oahu. Lance set up something very cool for you. It's going to happen right over here. In about 15 minutes, if you hang around, it's going to happen right there. Talking about Hawaii. Are you taking Charlie's taxi? Oh, Jennifer's probably left. I bet she's taking Charlie's taxi. I keep forgetting about Charlie's taxi. We should be more in touch with them, I think. Maybe, I'm not sure how much more of a discount we can get for you because $35 is pretty darn cheap. We're just hanging out waiting for the fireworks, guys. If you're just joining us, there's a sad plane leaving right there going through the clouds. It's the Star of Honolulu. And most of these smaller lights, like right over here, like almost these 4 sets of lights here, 5, 6 lights, those are the catamarans that are doing the fireworks cruise. Can you guys see the, are you able to see the colors of the rainbow? So pretty in the sky. Can you see the colors of the rainbow on the mosaic building there? Because it looks washed out on the camera, but when I look at it with my naked eyes, I can definitely see them. Charlie's Taxi, Tina. That's who we were just talking about. Charlie's Taxi, I mean, it just depends. If you're looking for cheap, Charlie's Taxi. If you're looking for luxury, in my opinion, you can either get Uber X, but if you get Uber X or XL from the airport, they're going to be about $90, but it's in a big Suburban or an XL van. But you can often come right out of the baggage claim area on the lower half. Right there to the right, there's big Mercedes, the big stand-up vans, and you can usually get them for about $60, and they just make one stop. But you want to tell them when you agree to a price that you take them, it's a one-way and direct. Otherwise, they'll take your money, put you in the van, and they'll go get 2 or 3 more people, and then you're sitting there waiting for an hour, and you've got to stop and make all these other drop-offs along the way. I don't do that. It's washed out? Yeah, that's too bad. And it would be, here's the thing, we can walk over here and see more of the rainbow, or see here and see a unique view of the fireworks. Whatever you guys want to do. Do you want to go over there closer so you can see the rainbow tower more, or do you want to stay here so you can see what you can see of the rainbow tower and the fireworks up there? 1, if you want to stay here. 2, if you want to go over there. And I don't care either way. It's steps to me. Yeah, it's that stupid big old halogen light up there. Stay here, okay. All right, we'll stay here. I like this area. We're going to be able to see it all. I want to come over here and shoot some slow motion video on a higher speed camera. Tony's choice. Love that. So Cassie Vegas, have you confirmed if you're coming here in October for Halloween? You can see the waves crashing. That's where the waves are, the sound is coming from, and the ones right here beside me. That beach is way, 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 way underrated. I mean, it's not one you're going to come to lay out and enjoy the beach, but to come there for photo op or to have a plate lunch and come over here, a place that's unique, that beach is really, really nice, in my opinion. Oh, for the light? I thought you were talking about referring to the drone. You know the vibe that you get when you're walking through, and we've mentioned this a number of times, walking through the hotel lobbies like on a Friday or when people are checking in, and you just get that vibe of, it's like Christmas, you know, the holiday season or something where everybody in one concentrated small place has that feeling of anticipation on what's coming up that day, the next day, their stay, just being really, really excited about it. You get that feeling here, but it's more of a familiar, family type feeling, like when you're walking through the parking lot there, because you see all the families and stuff. It's a different vibe because in this parking lot are almost no visitors. I just have a feeling that Shasta is going to turn that October visit into something more. Signal's back. I lost signal. I saw it, I had a slow connection, but it should be good. Did I drop out for anybody else except for Andrew? See all those buildings? Those are, vast majority of those are residential buildings. And they're from about 1 million to 5 million. There's several in there that are quite a bit more. But that's in the Ward area, Kaka'ako neighborhood. And so many of those buildings are vacant. It's like when you go to New York City, you know, if you go to New York City in the summer, you go summer nights around in Central Park and look around at the big buildings, you don't, there are a lot of, I mean, floor after floor after floor are just black. There's no lights on, no lights. The residents don't live there. They live in other places, the Hamptons or other places in the world. I mean, not just like a dozen, but like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. And that's kind of like how it is here. But when you go into New York in Central Park during Christmas time, that's when all those families will come back. So right around Thanksgiving and Christmas, you'll see every one of the lights, every one of the buildings, the residents are all lit up, even the big penthouses that have like 5 or 6 or 7 floors. That's the same thing here. You see those lights? Look how many are out. There's some buildings there that have like a 20% occupancy year round, and their utility rate is usage for that building is way, way, way low, because many people use them as second homes. You know, so when you hear things like that building's a beautiful building up close, and there's that building's right over there that has the swimming pool that sticks out. It's like a piece of glass that sticks out past the edge of the building, and the water's in the pool. It's pretty cool, and you can see right up through the bottom. But those houses over there are secondary homes, so you look at them like right now, you'd think they'd all be lit up with people inside of them. Nope. Okay guys, just a couple minutes. Should be right there. Haha, 3 golden retrievers. That's more valuable probably. Yeah, that's a cool. They had to close it down right after they opened it up, like several months afterwards, because I heard there's a crack in it. I think Shasta was telling me that. I'm sure they will, Lance. I bet they will. Everybody does. We were hearing people comment just today, just as I was walking past, about, boy, doesn't Hawaii just grab you? There's something about it like you've been here before. Almost the exact words we all say about how Hawaii grabs you. All right, guys, here we go. Just a couple minutes. Here we go, Emily. That dude's drone just flew right by where the fireworks are. If they find out who that guy's flying that drone, which is the guy behind me, I bet you he's gonna be in trouble. Well, happy early birthday, Jennifer. Any minute now, Emily. Check it out. You guys would not believe the smell of the ocean. It's just so strong right now with those waves crashing and pushing their mist in the air. Oh, you're welcome, Cassie. It's my joy. I'm about to pass out from lack of nutrition, but it's Do it. There you go. That was a bad one. That last one was. I could feel some of the fireworks hitting me. Come in. Yep. And look at how many people are around me. Just this gangster right here. Man, some of the fireworks were flicking on me. How about that? Did you guys find your new secret spot? Don't tell anybody else. God dang, man, that smoke is getting in my... What'd you think of that, Emily? I'm going to come here maybe over the next 2 weeks and film that from there, because that way I can pick up the Rainbow Tower really well, get a really good view. Maybe do it on that rock, those rocks right there, where these ding dongs are getting ready to fall over on. Maybe I could do it on those rocks there. So, you guys got fireworks. I want you to like and save this stream if you would. You guys want to do a Waikiki trolley giveaway? I do. I know what I'm going to ask too, so we can wait just a few minutes. This is such a... I don't know why, maybe it's just because I'm punch drunk from lack of nutrition. But I just love this vibe. Families and stuff. But you know what's funny, Lance? I shoot a shaka at a lot of these guys, these local guys, and they just hard look me. They're like, "Shut up, man! What are you doing here?" It's funny. It doesn't bother me at all. Because I know what they're thinking. I'm just going to cut through this traffic right here. Like those guys that were I just walked past them, I shot them a shaka sign. They just all stopped talking and stared at me. I get it. I get it. Yeah, I need to. Let's go in here. I should have brought a coffee with me, but I didn't. Oh, Margaret, that's so nice of you. I know. You know what, Lance? Before I lived here full time, like now, when I lived in La Jolla, I did it all the time in La Jolla. And I don't want to say I don't mean known for it, but I was, I'd always do that in pictures and stuff, and people would say, "Why do you do that? You don't live there anymore." I go, "Man, it's a way of life. Mi familia." Oh no, that's in Mexico. You know what I mean. Aloha, Marley. You missed the fireworks. You need to rewind once it's done. And we went to a really great spot. Yeah, you see so many pictures of me years ago for the last 20 years, like shocking. It's Ohana, it's right. You either feel it or you don't, I feel it when I go to Mexico. I mean, not to diminish Hawaii in any way, but I feel it in Mexico just like I do here. Like I'm half Mexican. I'm just waiting here so I can walk along here and go back that way. They're just looking for unused or unexploded fireworks. Surf dog? No. Surf dogs ricochet? No. Yeah, it looks beautiful. It's so bright and colorful right now. I know it's a little washed out for you guys. I'm just killing time. As soon as we're done, as soon as they let the people go right through here, I'm going to walk that way. Oh, let's go to Rosarito. Mi amigo. Ya voy. Tijuana is great too. I told way too many stories that one night when we were at Monkey Pod about Tijuana. I deleted that stream. Lance, I'll take you to some place in Mexico that has some of the best food. I mean, it's amazing. Every place has great food, though. You know what? We're actually going to start doing more food streams. I'm going to be doing them with Shasta. I've just been struggling with doing food streams because one, there's so many of them, but two, because I think it's awful to watch someone eat on TV or eat on screen. But we're going to do it a little bit different. I think it's going to be great. So we're going to start doing some food streams. You like my stories? You know what it is, Cassie, is that I have friends, and you know that thing I always say where you want to make memories. Not everywhere I go. I mean, you don't want to be that active, but a lot of the places I go, I want to go beyond from where you're supposed to go, or go past, or just create memories. Do something like, like swim out to that island out there, just so you could say you did it. Go do something, go jump off something, go climb something, go eat somewhere, eat some kind of food, that type of thing. And the result of that are, life experiences and stories. And I haven't been encumbered with having stupid kids or getting married, which is a huge mistake, in my opinion. Cassie, you're killing me. And you introduce yourself to people, because a lot of the people that I go with, the stories I'm part of, are part of their experience too. Like many of the stories in Mexico, for example, were because of the people I met there, and they're just wonderful, wonderful people. But they're very well connected, and they know the places to go, and it's just fun. Thank you, Marley. Jennifer was talking to me about Cabo and going to Mexico. We shared some stories about there. Nothing like I was saying in the Monkey Pod stream. Nothing like that. But we were talking about stories and places to go, and Cabo and things like that. Favorite to go would be Cancun, Tulum, that area down there, but only when the seaweed is off the beach. Mexico City, if you're into food, you want to get a variety of food, it's amazing, but the pollution is really, really bad. You got to watch where you go. Cabo, if you want to go and get in some trouble. Tijuana and Rosarito if you want to cheat death. But know that you're alive because you're alive. We were really, really lucky. We did my former company, we did a series for the government of Mexico called Tours of Mexico, where we went to 14, it started off with 14, but went to the 17 of the big tourist cities. I mean, from Cabo San Lucas, La Paz, Cancun, Tulum, all over Baja. And it was wonderful. We got to go there and shoot as tourists. So we went there for 8 days and saw all the things we wanted to shoot. Went back, 3 days and went back for another 8 days and shot for 8 days. We did it to all of those different locations. Yeah, we already did. It was we went to a new location. Puerto Vallarta as well. But Jennifer was talking about how she didn't like Puerto Vallarta because it was dangerous, and I agree. It's not so much dangerous, but I get it. If you're not really familiar with it, you don't know people there, it can be really scary. But I still like it. I love the different parts of Mexico for different reasons. The food is really one of them, and the people and the music. Yikes, sorry about that, guys. After about the 12th one, I didn't go anymore because it was just too daunting. I mean, it was, there's only so many senior frogs and tequila shots and, you know, so many of those things that you could do before you lose interest. But I lived down there for a long time, practically, with, you know, just in Rosarito, I mean, in Tijuana. Yeah, Cozumel is one of the best. The Ritz and Club Med down there is second to none. They have some of the best scuba diving down there. They actually have down there in Cozumel, off the coast of Cozumel, quite a ways. They have a activity down there where you hug a grouper, and they're like sea bass and grouper, but it's hugging, like, you know, H-U-G, like you hug your wife or your husband. And you go down and they have these huge mackerel that are about the size of my forearm. And you go down there and they're dead, kind of rotting type mackerel, and they just bust them up. Now there's some that are whole, that are not as old, but the little flakes of the rotten mackerel bring around the smaller fish, and the smaller fish bring around the grouper, not to eat them, but they just know that there's bait over there, so they come. And this grouper comes down, and I've been diving for a long time. I'm certified with Naui and Patty, right? So I've dove a lot, but we go down there and there is a grouper that comes around the corner, and it's about 3 foot long, and it's about 1.5 feet, 2 foot tall, wide. And I'm like, oh my goodness. And the dive master is going like this, like, no. And I thought he thought I was going to go after it. And I just kind of looked at him, and he goes, no, like this, kind of waved me on. And around the reef comes the biggest grouper I had ever seen in my life. I've got a picture where you swim up to them and you put your arms around them like this. And I'm about almost like 6'2", 6'1", 6'2". That grouper was almost as long as me, but he was way bigger than I was. Big, fat. His, the fins on the side were about the size of phone books. And you got to hold this big, huge mackerel out in front of his face. And that grouper just comes by and just opens up his mouth, and it just sucks in that mackerel. And that mackerel was probably about a 8-pound, 10-pound mackerel, and it was gone like that quick. Just a huge grouper. And it moved so slow, but it was massively big. It was so big. That's a good question, Noel. Where would you choose? Cancun, Cozumel, or Oahu and Big Island? Oh yeah. Well, Cassie, did you hear about that guy that I think it was in Montana? I believe it was Montana. He captured that wolf, taped his mouth, and put a stun collar on him, and was walking around that barn, was shocking him with a stun gun, and they had him tied up, and they had duct tape around his mouth, his snout and mouth, so where he could barely breathe. And there's a whole video of it. If you go onto a certain website, you can watch it, and it makes you believe that you could hurt another human fatally. It was so sad that people do that to animals like that. And it was a beautiful wolf, huge. I just kept thinking, you know what, dude, take that, let that dog, or let that wolf breathe a little bit. Take that shock collar off and tape around his mouth and go outside, see what that sucker does to you. Yeah, it was in the paper. It was a big deal. I think he received a $200 fine or something like that. It was awful. Yeah. I'm not down with that. I'm down with hunting. I'm okay with that, but not that kind of cruel. I mean, that wolf was suffering, you could tell, and he died. He took him out back, and the wolf was suffocating. He was sitting in the corner and just slumped down in the corner, and they were laughing and throwing things at it, and then they drug it out in the back, and the guy shot it. See the guy on the bike rode right past me and I didn't say a word. I'm healed. That's the Atlantis catamaran, and there's a boat that's the marina, or not the marina, the dock, and then on the other side is the boat that they take you out to the submarine, the Atlantis submarine, out there about 1.5 miles. Just hear these families, these little kids, just having the time of their life, just losing their minds, just freaking out. We've seen these guys before, right? These fire breathers and fire jugglers.
I would like to hear it. I'll tell you mahalo. Mahalo nui loa. Thank you very much.
I think he's Australian, Lance.
Applause if you're still with me. Sorry, guys in the back, it's hard for me to make eye contact with you. I just want to let you know I care. Okay, I am blind, it's true. This is our last chance to come together as a crowd. Stop, stop, stop. It's not about me, it's about all of us being part of something big, and that's you tonight. So everybody together.
Look at these little kids. They'll remember this night forever. Look at this little girl and that boy. This lady over here is out of her mind. Watch this fire dancer lady.
뭐 같냐고. 헬타우더 반성하는 거냐, 아니면 비꼬는 거겠냐고 물어보잖아. 완성 안 하고 그냥 내 말만 맞다고 하는 거. 맞아 안 맞아? 너말 그래? 맞다고. 힘들만 받아.
Happy Aloha Friday. Much aloha to everybody. Thank you.
Yeah, we can talk dog stories all night, man. I have a special affinity towards dogs. It's just a fun scene, kind of a fun vibe out tonight, as it is most Friday nights here. Look, that lady's cooking on a grill right there, playing volleyball.
Yeah, exactly.
Kids are shooting those lighted things up in the air. That's not happening. I don't know why, and they need to put like 3 or 4 times the size of those trash cans there. But in the morning, it's going to be cleaned up. And you know what's good is it's not out there. That at least tells me people are bringing it in off the beach and into the trash receptacles. At least they're not going there. Why are they not putting it in there? Huh. Oatmeal, probably. I've got 50 minutes and it'll be 100 hours. I'm thinking about trying to do 5 days, do it tomorrow, but I just don't feel like I'm going to get any benefit out of it. I just feel like hey man, I just feel diminishing returns. You actually do. I know it sounds really dumb, but you do kind of feel your kidneys not failing. That's absolutely not at all what I'm saying. But you just feel, because they're just completely empty. Your stomach is so empty. Isn't that cool? You just feel kind of hollow, like your sides. And then when you for me anyway, when I hike, I like double time it with Lucille, and we go around Diamond Head, and man, it's like euphoric almost, like you're high. Yeah. Yes, Tina. You just feel like you're, because you actually are. I mean, it's the same principles. Your endorphins are firing off. Your body's telling you to stop doing what you're doing because you're out of fuel. And my nutritionalist, Dr. Patak, she had a really good way to put it. She said, every little thing, every movement you do takes energy. Even if it's like, she goes, if you just raise your finger like that, just raise your finger, that takes energy. So someplace in your body said, hey, we need fuel to move his finger up. And then if you think of every little thing you do in your life throughout the day, that all takes fuel, and your body says we need fuel to do this, fuel to do that, because he's moving his fingers, he's moving his feet. And when you don't have fuel, if you haven't stuffed your fat face and with chips and soda and crap like that, then your body doesn't have anything, and you're fasting for 4 days, 4 days, something like that. There's nothing else to food. There's no food after 17 hours, or I think 24 hours, I think it's completely gone for the most part. So it takes it from everywhere else. That's the cool part about it, I think. Not yet. Ride. It's also a disciplinary thing too, because it's like nobody's watching me. I don't live with anybody except for Lucille. You know, I've met people out the last couple nights, and I just had water and coffee, and it's just a discipline thing. I think it's really rewarding to let yourself know that you can do it if you have to, if for no other reason than you want to do it. Look at this older couple here holding hands. I think that's so cool. Hi there. I drink Diet Coke and Diet Pepsi more in the last 6 months than I have in 5 years. I used to never, ever drink it. I mean, I wasn't militant about it, but it just poisoned, you know. I didn't eat French fries for years and years, and you guys know I've ate them on camera with you, maybe 5, 6 times with you guys. See those people just playing pickleball, and then look at this little kid here. Right there, just having a good time. Got dirt and sand all in her nose and shorts and face and eyes and ears. She couldn't be happier. I know. The beach, this right here, Cassie Vegas, it smells just like you think it does. Good night, Anita. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate you spending time with us. Hello, Carol with an E on the end. You know, that's actually one of them. That's actually well, 2 reasons why I do it. One main reason is the energy. You know, I really rarely, I mean, think about it. I mean, I know it's going to sound braggadocious, but that's not why I'm saying it. I mean, I'm not eating since Monday night, right? But I've hiked every day. I've done at least 5 miles. I did 7 miles Wednesday. So what's Friday night? So last night I did 7 miles. And I wasn't tired, man. I got up at 3 o'clock every day. And, you know, I take magnesium and zinc so I don't have any joint issues. My joints aren't swollen. Look at that. Just Steak Shack is open still. They said they close at 7:30, but they're not. They're busy as heck. Good for them. Here, let's walk through here. Oh, you know what? Son of a gun. I was going to turn you guys off. Guess what's right up in here? That's the other part of being delirious. You forget things. Look what's right up here. Look, look, look. But my energy levels are super high. Like rarely do I sit at my desk and then get up and go, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I mean, I get tired, don't get me wrong. But I go hiking with guys that are younger than me, and I drag those boys. And then I come home and I do my work. I'll do another hike. I'll do live streams with you guys. I'll do other work. And it's like, I just want to show you this. And I just, you know, I don't have endless energy at all, but that's not what I'm saying, but yeah. It's that same adage, man, about the stairs, man. I take the stairs every time I can because there's going to be a day when I'm too old and I can't take them, and I'm going to be watching some young whippersnapper run up the stairs, and I'm going to say, man, I'm glad I did and I wish I would have. You know? I'll regret every step I didn't take, every staircase I didn't take. But guess what is right inside there, ladies and gentlemen? We're going to go watch the music. How about that? Here, let me let you take a look at this. There's Cassie Vegas's chair right there. See that, Cassie? Sorry about that, guys. I didn't mean to spin you around so much. Right there. Okay. Hi. Do-ba-do-ba-do-do-do. Check it here, guys. Ta-da! Are you sad, Cassie Vegas? Excuse me, sir. These are my favorite guys. Well, let me make sure it's them. Yep, it's him. I love this guy. Love these guys. So we went from just doing the sunset. You guys suckered me into doing the fireworks. Now you suckered me into doing this. I'm going to go right in here for a second, guys. I need to make an adjustment.
Across the street, her name is Lower, and I adore her. Her mother keeps a little candy store. and I'm going out to MP Molly. Okay. What's up, brother?
How are you, bro? You good?
What were we talking, Lloyd? What were we talking about? Right. Okay. Here's a classic that many of artists have recorded. A song entitled Lay Nani. And Noe Lani would like Kamuelani and Delay and anyone else to come join us for this hula.
Did I tell you I talked to this guy about doing the first going to Hawaii meetup and play there? Talked to him 2 weeks ago. This is part of what I think is so cool. Watch this. There's two ladies just get up and start dancing. And this lady right here, look how beautiful that is. Isn't that beautiful?
Hallelujah. Ikababerry.
That's so good, huh?
Whenever you're watching a hula girl dance, you better be careful, she's tempting romance. Don't keep your eyes on the hips, her naughty hula hips. Keep your eyes on the heads, it's telling a story to you. Her voice swaying, but don't watch the view. Don't concentrate on the swing, it doesn't mean a thing. Keep your eyes on the heads. When she goes around and I can sing it into tantalizing. Keep your eyes very long. When the grass goes swishing, keep your head and don't go wishing that you would like to mow the lawn. You're out your feeling, you're fooling no one. Please concealing, we're having some fun. But if you're too young to date or over 98, keep your eyes on the hands. When she goes around the island swinging hips so tantalizing. Keep your eyes very long. When her catch goes swishing.
How is the audio and video, guys?
That you would like to mow the lawn. You're out to feeling, you're fooling no one. No use in concealing, we're eating chow fun. But if you're too young to date or a little overweight, keep your eyes on the hand to tell the story. Just keep your eyes on the hand. I wanna go back to my little restaurant in Hilton Hawaiian. I wanna be with all the Connie and Wahine that I used to know so long ago. I get it, the old guitars play on the beach and home.
This is the Outrigger Reef.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, my no kaua I kahalaka open up. My ship will be sailing back to Kona. Hawaii, it's a grand old place. It's always fair to see. You're telling me I'm just a little wine and old kind of boy. Wanna go back to my fishing point. I wanna go back to my little my shop in Hilton Hawaiian. Hawaii, where the woman go swimming by. Where the small little fish with the long name go swimming by. I wanna go back. I wanna go back to my little grass shop in Hilton Hawaiian. I wanna be with all the Connies and Wahine that I used to know so long ago. I get it, the old guitars play on the beach and roll down now. I get it, the old wine sing. And all the wine look up, I got you won't belong to my ship, but we're sailing back to Kona. And it's a grand old place. It's always there to see. You're telling me just a little wine and a home kind of boy. I wanna go back to that sticky point. I wanna go back to my little grass shack in Hilton.
How beautiful is that lady?
Where the hoo-hoo go swimming by. Where the small little fish with the long name go swimming by. Where the hoo-hoo go swimming by. That's my friend Mariko's house. Thank you. What a hop, skip in the jungle. Stop that. For our visitors, this song we sent out to you because you'll be leaving, and when you do, enjoy the view from that airplane 30,000 feet up in the air.
Jennifer.
And your feet bless you. Looking out on the city lights and stars above the ocean. Got my ticket for the midnight plane. It's not easy to leave again. I took my clothes and put them in my bag. Try not to think just yet of leaving. Looking out into the city tonight, it's not easy to leave again. Each time Honolulu city lights stir up memories in me. Each time Honolulu city lights, it brings me back again. You are my island sunset, and you are my island rain. Put on my shoes and light a cigarette, wondering which of my friends will be there, standing with their legs around my neck. It's not easy to leave again. Each time Honolulu city lights stir up memories in me. Each time Honolulu city lights, it brings me back again. It brings me back again. It brings me back again. Ladies and gentlemen, from the island of Hawaii and the beautiful valley of Waipio, we feature Auntie Sylvia, all the way from Paulo Valley to Hawaii. Makakai kinao ila, ila mapalo himae ako maukele. Makakai kinao ila, ila mapalo himae ako maukele. Kele mai aui kamui manu, ua malao me ke mai iyo. Aole noa ero amai, ai hui mai au no te tuahiri. Ehiwa hiwa oe na kamatua, ai nehi ai nehi na me kupuna. Tokuna te ala i a mahi, no i tawa i lelea i ilale. Haina i a nei a kapuana, makakai ke nā o hiki lawe. Haina i a nei ana kapuana, makakai ke nā o hiki lawe. Hiki lawe, hiki lawe, hiki lawe.
That is so beautiful.
I say, give a little time. Auntie Sylvia. So, we are being well represented. I'm talking about the Valley of Palolo. Auntie Sylvia, Uncle Mike, Uncle John, Uncle Nate, all from Palolo. I graduated 6th grade at Nui Nui Elementary School. I never get past 6th grade. That's why I drive city bus today. That's the worst route. If you ever been up Palolo and you gotta drive the bus, ay caramba. That place is terrible. O ike aloha I Palolo, Kawalili hua kilhunene Otike aloha ipalola
Can anyone tell how many viewers we have?
Kilhunene
Mine says 52, but it's been frozen.
On honea pinde kapuluwe Kauanoia on kamanao on honea pinde kapuluwe Kania kaleo ke ko ala kaulu kuku on honene Kania kaleo ke ko ala kaulu kuku on honene Kumehana ka ua I te aloha Piko I ke anu o te tuahiri Kumehana ka ua I ke aloha Piko I ke anu o te tuahiri Kapuana, Kawalili hua kiunile Ainai amai, Ansapuana, Kawalili hua kiunile Uncle Mike, one more time.
Yes.
Ainai mai ana sabuana Hoki te aloha I ka palolo Ainai mai ana kapuana Hoki te aloha I palolo I palolo I palolo William Valley El Palolo Palolo Elementary, Anui Nui, Jared, Intermediate, Palolo Park, the gym, the pool. We vandalized all those places. Oh, see the state bird. See, Ronnie, state bird over there. Wow. That's on big cockroach. Get on the end. Friend. Oh, thank you, sir. Come grab the bird before you go back. I saw you in my dream. We were walking hand in hand on a white sandy beach of Hawaii. We were playing in the sun. We were having so much fun on a white sandy beach of Hawaii. The sound of the ocean soothed my restless soul. Sound
You want to wait around for his close in 15
rocks
minutes?
me all night long. Those hot, long summer days, lying there in the sun on a wild sandy beach of Hawaii. The sound of the ocean soothed my restless soul. Sound of the ocean rocks me all night long. The sound of the ocean soothed my restless soul. Sound of the ocean rocks me all night long. Last night in my dream I saw your face again. We were there in the sun on a white sandy beach of Hawaii. On a white sandy beach of Hawaii. On a white sandy beach of Hawaii. First of all, big mahalo going out to June, Leanne, and all the staff here at Kanikapila Grill for making tonight and working hard for all of you. That's Leanne right there, our hostess. Got a mic, and all those servers out there, mahalo for you guys' hard work. To Doug and Stefan sitting at the bar, to Auntie Molly and Auntie Lei, Kamuela and Endo-san, arigato, thank you. To Pops Ornelas, happy birthday to you. And to Mrs. Ornelas, thank you for being here tonight. Kazuo-san, Yo-Yo-chan, arigato gozaimasu. Auntie Sylvia and Kui, thank you, love you guys. To Yusef, Noelani, Kuehu, and Ketela. Sorry. I don't mean to say them like that, but every time I think of Kikela, I think of thank you, Kikela. Sorry. Mariko-san, arigato. Tama-chan, Mama Sachi, arigato. To my wife Yukari, thanks. I'll see you when we get home. I just couldn't do this tonight without these two talented and handsome Filipinos. What? You get one Hawaiian and two Filipino. I tell you what though, all the bands throughout the history of Hawaii had one Filipino in them. For real. Look at the association. They had one Filipino from Maynila. Look at the Crush, the Society of Seven. And look at these two guys. This guy is my uncle from Palolo Valley, Uncle Mikey Balarosa. A nice hand for Uncle Mike, please. And this young man from Mililani, handsome baga. But he played guitar, unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. John Ornelas on the guitar. So, hold on. Thank you.
One more, in the middle, everybody. On ukulele and guitar. Mr. Nathan Naino.
Aloha, thank you. I take no credit. But this next song that we're gonna do is my favorite. It is my all-time favorite songs. It was recorded by the Sunday Manoa, and it was written by Peter Moon. A lot of us don't recognize Peter Moon as a lyricist. He was a guitar, ukulele player. I mean, that guy played everything. But he wrote a few songs, and this is one of the most beautiful, to me, of all time in Hawaii. This song features the graceful stylings of Ntile. Ladies and gentlemen, look at this young lady. Look at this young lady. She is a living legacy here in Hawaii. She goes back to the days of, well, I'm not going that far back, but you know what I'm getting at. Please enjoy this beautiful hula. Where I live, there are rainbows with life in the laughter of morning and starry night. Where I live, there are rainbows and flowers full of colors and birds filled with song. I can smell when it's raining in Waimea and touch the warmth of the sun in Kona. I hear children laughing in this place that I love. Where I live, there are rainbows and flowers full of colors and birds filled with song. I can smell when it's raining in Manoa and touch the warmth of the sun in Lahaina. I hear children laughing in this place that I love. Where I live, there are rainbows with life in the laughter of morning and starry night. Thank you, everybody. Oh my goodness.
I love that.
Mahalo nui everybody for being with us tonight at Kami Kapila Grill. On behalf of John, Uncle Mike, and myself, thank you. Good night. Honolulu. You may go. I'll let you go. May God bless you. You be mine, no matter where you be. It's a warning to say aloha, 'cause you never find another Hawaiian like me. Oh no, you'll never find another Hawaiian like me. You may go, I'll let you go, may God bless you. You be mine, no matter where you be. It's a warning to say aloha, 'cause you never find another Hawaiian like me. Oh no, you'll never find another Hawaiian like me. I need everyone's help. I want everybody to stand, make a circle, make a big circle.
Check this out. This is so cool.
Our final song of the night. This is how we end every evening in Hawaii with a song of our homeland, Hawaii. Ku'u'one Hano. So, like, there you go. Yes, make a circle, grab someone's hand next to you, whether you know them or not. Grab their hands. That's all you're grabbing, okay? No, Uncle cannot. Leave Uncle right there. Okay.
This is so cool.
Okay, here
This
we
man
go.
can't stand.
Good. We got
So
everybody together. Come
they're
join
doing it
us,
in the-
everybody.
in the,
Don't leave
chair.
the chain open. Sachi-san, there you go.
How cool is this?
Okay. We ready? Okay, here we go.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Hawaii kumuate hanawe kuhome kula hivine
I love this.
Oni no ina mono laio Ke Hawaii aloha E haole na opio Hawaii e Oni Aina ahe makani wamane Auke aloha mai E haole na opio E haole na opio Hawaii Oni Aina ahe makani wamane Pauke aloha Pauke aloha Pauke aloha Pauke aloha Mahalo no swag you, mahalo and aloha. Thank you, everybody. God bless you. Aloha. Good night.
Hang on one second. I'm going to say something to this lady. May I shake your hand? You are so beautiful. You are so good.
Thank you.
You did such a wonderful job. We were live streaming. People say, "Oh, I love her. She's so good." Very, very beautiful. Thank you. Thank you very much. You're good too. You guys kill it.
Hey, thank
Kill
you.
it.
Good to see
All
you
right,
again,
brother. I see you. We'll talk.
Thank you.
Hey, how about that, huh? I love that lady. Guys, I'll tell you something. There was a Hula event that they always have at the Royal Hawaiian Shopping Center there, that little entertainment center. It's everything I can do to not go in there right now, but I'm not going to. And they had a hula show, and they had this lady who I'm going to find out who this is. There's a video of her on Facebook. But they did a whole hula show, and this man came out and did an introduction. He says this lady is like one of the, I guess this is not the correct term, but she's like a grandmaster of hula. And there's like different levels of hula. She's supposed to be like one of the highest regarded, most learned hula dancers. And she was she looked a lot like this lady here, but she was so tiny, white hair, but I mean strikingly beautiful. And she was probably, I think they said how old she was, and I would guess she was probably 85, 90 years old, but she was so striking, beautiful, high cheekbones, dark eyes, striking, beautiful white hair. And she did a hula, and I don't mind telling you this, I cried. I swear to God, with the music and her dancing like that. And I went back behind the stage when she came back there, and I shook her hand and I said, that just touched me. She says, it touches the ones who need to be touched. And she gave me a hug, and I mean, I just burst out crying. And she just laughed and kind of, shook my hand again, and that was it. I asked her name, which I can't remember, and man, that was so touching. That was one of the best moments in a long time. I mean, it makes me kind of choke up now, because she locked everybody, was just staring at her when she was doing that hula. And she's from Kauai. Just mesmerizing. Oh yeah. I didn't hug her, she hugged me, but I wanted to shake her hand, just tell her she was beautiful, because wow, shocking. I love that. Here's Waikiki Beach Walk. You guys are very familiar with this place. We come here a lot. Look what time it is. We made it. We made it. 100 hours. Bring who on camera? Kauai, yeah, I can tell you all about a bunch of places in Kauai that you'll love. Cassie Vegas.
And this is only the beginning.
Honolulu, Princeville, the Mackay golf course. Mr. Cassie Vegas will love going to play golf there at the Prince course. It funks on Pelican Bay. It's one of the most spectacular, most beautiful, picturesque. I've driven that course a number of times. I played golf maybe 4 or 5 holes on it because I hate golf, but smoked some really good cigars and drank some really good whiskey while watching my friends play, and it was just beautiful, beautiful. No problems, Cassie Vegas. Yeah, 100 hours. I'm thinking about maybe going another day, but I just don't feel my body's going to benefit. I mean, it's not like it's hurting or anything like that. I just don't think there's going to be. When you're feeling like it's been working overtime and healing and doing all the things it needs to do, you feel it's been doing it for days, and another 24 hours is going to help. I mean, it would help if I hiked more, but I'm not going to hike now. It's too late. I would do that. I would go on another hour or so hike if I could. But there will be other days. I'll do it again next month. I just love how they end that, don't you? They end their show so nice. It's just very aloha, you know. It's just a beautiful time. We're going to get that guy. I promise you guys, if I'm going to move heaven and earth to get him to play our first Going to Hawaii meetup, but if it's not his first, if it's not the first, he'll be there for sure. Promise you, promise you. You have my word on that. And we will get him to do Stairway to Heaven and Hotel California, and then all the Hawaiian songs he wants to, but he is for sure going to do those 2 songs. I just love his personality and his playing, his talent, his voice. I just think he does a great job. Okay, guys and gals, this is where we end it. We're not sure. Probably going to have it. Probably going to have the first one later on this year, but it's going to be for just a few of the Going to Hawaii people in the beginning. Just because we know it's going to suck in the beginning, we're going to make mistakes. There's going to be a bunch of stuff that goes wrong. So probably just people that are coming that week, and not invite any like any out of state people or anything like that. But then as it grows, we're going to invite more people. So and we'll start them off maybe once a month. We're going to have artists there and tour operators that aren't going to sell you anything, so don't think that's what it's for. We're going to have artists, some cultural people, open bar, some food, and just sitting around talking to everybody about how they plan on spending their vacation. And the people who are just leaving, they can tell how they spent their vacation. All right? Okay, guys, that's it for me. I'm wrapped up. I'm ready to go get me some oatmeal. I hope you enjoyed your time. Hopefully you laughed a lot, learned a little bit, and I do appreciate the little bit of your time that you spent with me tonight. I do appreciate it. Yay, sin. Hola, amigo. Okay. Yeah, good. Great spur of the moment. You're right. All right, guys. Adios.